Yeah, 15th hole, very famous, short par 3. We won't call it a signature hole because I hate the use of the term signature hole. That's more for resort courses and promotions on websites. But certainly the most famous par 3 at Kingston Heath, and probably in the top 3 or 4 par 3s in Australia. Famously, the only hole that Alistair Mackenzie actually changed the routing of the hole when he was here on his visit. Used to be apparently a very poor short par 4 blind over the hill where the green now sits. Down near to the 16th tee was where the green was. He moved the green up and gave a bunkering plan for the surround of the green. And it's certainly the most famous bit of work that he did at Kingston Heath, was creating this hole. It's only a mid-length hole. It's 145 metres, I think, to the middle of the green, dominated by bunkers on both sides. Front left, which is called Big Bertha by the members at Kingston Heath, and has been for 80 years, I think, as long as I've been at the club, and a lot longer than that. It's a bunker that's probably twice the height of most of the members. Very intimidating bunker, dominates your thought on the tee, gets in your head on the tee. The bunkers to the right aren't necessarily that much easier though, even though they don't have names. They're smaller, but they're very deep. The front right bunker is quite soft as well, and is a lot smaller than the Big Bertha bunker on the left. There is a narrow opening at the front of the green for the shorter hitters, so you can still bounce the ball up. Interesting at Kingston Heath, which is very, very unique, there's 17 holes on the golf course where you can bounce the ball up to the green. 10th hole being the only one that you can't, and that's only 125 metres long. One of the reasons it's such a highly regarded golf course, because it's playable by any level of members. Professionals play here and don't have great scores, but you can have 80-year-old 27 handicappers who get as much enjoyment out of the course. And there is a way to play the 15th hole without having to carry huge bunkers if you're accurate enough. It's a hole where you do have to pretty much hit a perfect golf shot though. And I like that. Some people find holes like that a little bit challenging because they think they're a little bit too penal. But I think holes like the 7th at Royal Melbourne West and the 11th at Yarra Yarra, 15th at Kingston Heath, similar to that. You just have to pick your shot, have your ball flight, the shape, and you have to execute. And if you don't execute, you'll pay the price. And I think there's still room for that sort of shot left in the game. If the hole was built now, Mike Clayton often says if you built the hole now, you get crucified for it. But it's been there for 80 years or longer, and it's regarded as one of the greatest holes in the country and in the world. The green's got a huge slope on it. You don't want to be above the hole on 15. You've got to make the choice whether to carry Big Bertha and you get the wider section of the green. If that happens with the pin on the right, you sometimes have a downhill putt. If you want to get an uphill putt, you probably have to go right of Bertha, slightly shorter club, but you're hitting into a narrow area. It gets in your head on the tee, and like I said, you just have to execute. But when you do, no better feeling.